Meet Avocado, aka Ava. Ava is an energetic and playful 4-month-old Chihuahua mixed with something. We don't know, and frankly, we don't care. For us, she is a bundle of joy. But just 2 weeks ago, this was Ava. Sad and inactive, quiet, sick. She would not eat, and her fecal matter was runny. Her mom, my daughter, feared the worst. She took her to the vet, and even after an injection, blood work, and medicine, Ava was still not well. That's when my daughter decided to make Ava's meals. And in this video, she'll take us through the process of meal prepping for Ava. Let me know if you cook for your pet. What's your pet's name? And anything you'd like to share about your pet. Carbs is good for them?
Oh yeah, definitely good because they have fast metabolisms and they not too much carbs obviously and not the bad carbs. But white long grain rice is fine.
And you give her what, half a cup?
Yeah, like a half a cup.
With each meal, and she eats twice a day?
So that's the thing though, is that maybe not. Sometimes it depends. I'll make the beginning meal bigger and then I'll make the end meal smaller. But I'll give her all of this. I'll give her the whole thing in the morning, and then if I know she has a lot of treats, then I'll give her like half of this. Sometimes too, she'll just, like this one has a little bit less, I'll just give her this whole thing. This is only 1.26 cups. And they should be having 409 calories a day. I like to go with more vegetable that also has some carbs. It's sweet potato and protein, sweet potato and broccoli, just boiled, mashed. There's some carrots in there too.
And how often do you meal prep for her?
Well, this batch, I meal prepped it last week, so it's lasted, so it's lasted about a week. This is, but like, this is me constantly like freezing it and then like bringing it out. Not constantly, but the first round's not always gonna be so smooth.
And what are you putting in there now?
Oh, this is just spaghetti squash. Just squash. No seeds, because she will choke the way she eats. Just a little bit of spaghetti squash, a little bit more carbs, a little bit more.
How did you make this spaghetti squash?
I took the squash and I punctured holes in it with a fork, and then I just put it in the microwave for some time, and then I checked on it a little bit more time because it wasn't really hard. And then once let it sit for a while, you could cut the squash, and then you can rake it with a fork.
You could also roast it. That's really good.
Oh yeah, you can roast it in here too. You don't want to put extra oils because.
Right, I do mine without oils.
Without oil? Oh. So now we have, this is just ground chicken, ground beef. There's also cinnamon in here, a little bit of oregano, and you can put also parsley, but you can't put salt, you can't put pepper.
None of that has salt.
None of this has salt, no. And the cinnamon's actually really good digestive for them. This is 1/3 of a cup because I'm also gonna put chicken liver too, and the chicken liver is obviously really good for the iron. And the iron is in the little powder that I'm waiting for. It's called Balance It, and it was recommended by my vet. 1/3 of a cup. People say like, oh, you gotta make sure that the recipe's like exact every single time. But let's be realistic here. Chicken liver. This chicken liver was $3.99. I boiled it, sort of mush it, and then lasts forever. It smells like crap. This is a half a teaspoon. I'm just gonna stuff it really well. You can see like even the little chicken liver heart parts.
How about the cat? Does she eat any of this?
She had, the first day I made this, Cleo went crazy for this. Yeah, she went crazy for this. She went crazy, and so she had just eaten her dinner, and then she ate this liver and ate the chicken, and she loved it. But she threw up right after. But it's because she was just so excited about this. Now we're going to the pumpkin portion. Pumpkin puree, 100% natural, and it's also, I read the ingredients, it had the best fiber. I got it canned, but it was the best canned version of it. You don't want to cheap out on if it's your one can. I'm putting 1 teaspoon of the pumpkin puree, and pumpkin puree is really good for their digestive health, and it adds some like goodness over that. So I also go by the way that it's showing. This is just a mixture of strawberries and blueberries diced up, and they're good in antioxidants. The blueberries are also good for their digestion. They can have both. So I'm just putting, I got a teaspoon, but do a little bit less than half, like a half teaspoon, because they don't need too much of that, and I took all the blueberries. Now we're going with the flaxseed. It's ground flaxseed, no flaxseed seeds, because I think it's poisonous to them or something like that. I don't know. So I just like to sprinkle it on top. This is a half teaspoon, but like as you see, I'm going in with another half teaspoon, and maybe even a little bit more to get it nice and coated. This is just salmon oil, and it's rich in omega-3s. It's good for her skin. Her skin, my mom commented on the shininess of her skin. And I'm just gonna put 2.5 teaspoons just to get it to drizzle on the bottom. And then the last thing is the coconut oil. It's good for their teeth, and it basically cleans their teeth automatically. And that's 1 bowl done.
Nice. So that's 1 meal for her.
Yeah.
And you warm it up for like about 15 seconds?
Yeah, I just like to make the coconut oil a little bit. Well, you can do it to 30 seconds, but make sure it's not hot. You don't want to give it to them hot, scalding. Yeah, baby. Oh, she's already going crazy for it. Oh.
Perfect.
I researched all this.
Oh, you did?
And then I told the vet when I asked her, she's like, everything's great. Everything's good. She goes, I think that's a really good recipe. And I know it's a good recipe, but she said you're gonna need to still put the recipe in this. She gave me the website to put it in and to confirm, and then it basically tells me what deficiencies she's lacking as a dog.
Also,
Like she
the
needs
website also.
the website, Mom, it's called Balance It.
Balance it. Okay.
Yeah, and it's really cool. Like you can do it for a cat too. Like if you want to put a cat on a raw diet, they even instead of dog, because they sell their dog supplements. They even switch it over if you want to use human supplements. Sit in the house. Sit. Stay. Your second portion. Stay. Stay. Go. Yay!
Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share if the information in this video is helpful to you or to someone you know.